playoff depth. And when we're talking about playoff depth, one of the things that came up was the idea of depth forwards and which team has the best depth at forward. So I'm going to have each of you make a case separately about a team and why it has the best forward depth. We're just doing forwards, not defense, not goalies. Don't talk about a goaltender. I don't want to hear about it. Just forward depth and why they have better forward depth than the other teams.
In the
league or in the North Division?
In the North Division specifically.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Oilers. They have the most forward depth in the league. It doesn't. Well, don't you dare. That's exactly it. Connor McDavid, generational talent.
That's not depth, though.
Shut your mouth and let me talk.
You cut him off more than anyone cuts off Ryan. It's always you. He can cut you off back. That's equal play.
Who, me?
Thank you, Baron.
You cut Ryan off all the time. Let him cut you off.
Okay, fine.
That's
awkward.
Fine. Continue.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Are you done? I'm sorry.
I just wanted to make one little snippet. That's all.
Permission to continue.
Yeah.
Okay. The Edmonton Oilers.
You're wrong.
And I'm going to tell you why.
You could see that joke coming a mile away, and it was still good. It was still good.
All right, go.
Oh boy. We have Josh Archibald, who played with the Pittsburgh Penguins and has gone on some runs with them with the Kidders. And we got Alex Chiasson, who won a Stanley Cup with the Washington Capitals, although he wasn't on for the final game, I believe. And then you got James Neal, who brings an abundance of leadership in that regard with his stint in Vegas, in Pittsburgh, in Dallas. Mike Smith, who's battled with the worst of the worst. Oh, no goalie. Sorry, my bad. Sorry.
He passes the puck so good. He's just like a fourth forward.
He is. He said forward depth. Okay. And then, you look at guys like
Darnell Nurse all of a sudden here in about 3 seconds.
Oh my God. Okay. And then guys like Kyler Yamamoto. I'm just kidding. But those are some guys that were brought in, within the last couple seasons that I see making an impact within the playoffs. That remains to be seen, but I think they could bring that depth scoring that the Oilers are kind of looking for. But I think, honestly, they're going to lean on a lot of their younger players that have been leading this team.
Core.
Can we go worse now?
Absolutely. You go first, Ryan.
So my worst is the Edmonton Oilers. Here is why. All right. Their top six have scored.
Matthews, Sorry,
could you not interrupt me, Adam? Please.
Just sit back and watch.
Adam Brooks.
Yeah, nice, Sanjay.
Hey, Brooksy. Can we talk about Brooksy later? Okay, so their top six have scored 70% of their 5-on-5 goals, and that's the biggest differential amongst the 4 playoff teams in the North. They've only gotten 22 5-on-5 goals among their bottom 6 forwards this season. That's the lowest amongst all 4 teams. And not only are they not scoring, but all their players in the bottom 6 have terrible possession stats. They're constantly hemmed in their own end. And out of the 11 depth forwards for Edmonton, only 4 haven't been outscored. And that's Ennis, Kahara, Neal, and Russell. The rest, they're all leaking goals, boys. And I do think the Oilers have better offensive depth this year than they have in the past. But that's mostly in their top 6 to help out the scoring with McDavid and Draisaitl. I think they have a lot more help than they've had in the past. But again, when I'm thinking depth, I'm looking in the bottom 6, and that's where the Oilers are weak.
I would say Edmonton too. Not to pile on, but you guys are pretty high right now, so it's nice to kind of say something negative about the Oilers. But everything runs through McDavid and Draisaitl on that team, and you look at those bottom 6; they're gonna have to come up big in the playoffs. So let's see if they can do it. Because if you look at that series against Chicago, McDavid did everything in that series. He was really good. And they still lost in 4. So
they also split up one of the hottest lines in hockey and then put them together for 10 minutes in the final game.
It was awful.
A team that was on a heater of like unprecedented proportions and split.
Well, there was a break, man.
Trade deadline.
The Oilers,
but it doesn't matter. They still split the lineup. The lineup never played together again after the trade deadline.
the Oilers are more like an NBA team than an NHL team, where you have like a couple superstars that can lead you to championships and like a bunch of guys on the bench.
You say they can lead you to championships.
That's
so
that's what they're going to have to do. If you're going to win championships, it's got to be McDavid and Draisaitl.
Okay, but I'll make that point. I'll make that point again. Everyone's always like, "Well, the bottom six." How much ice time is that bottom six getting? Not a lot. Not a lot.
Well, that's the problem.
That's exactly it.
But is it? Is it not if you're producing? Yeah. It really isn't if you're producing.
Eventually,
as long as they don't get fatigued
and
the truth get worn down or injured.
In a shortened season, it's already a shortened season. They've had 2 weeks off basically where they haven't played any games. I think fatigue is not going to be an issue on that part. But I will state this: a bottom six just has to stay flat. No more, no less. And that has been the issue in Edmonton since probably the Chiarelli days. And my guess is this year that will be something that gets cleaned up a little bit more.
Absolutely will be.
Hopefully, anyways, because if not, then there is problems galore. Delayed Offside.